Greetings, this will be a quick run-through on initial setup of the Excel Checkbook template. After purchase and download, if your browser allows you to show the file in its folder, I recommend clicking that option. Please note that when you open the spreadsheet, you'll see this warning if you're on Microsoft Windows, and if so, you'll need to close the file and do the following. In Windows Explorer, navigate to the folder with the spreadsheet and use your right mouse button to right-click on the file and choose Properties. Near the bottom of the property screen, look for the unblock setting, check it, and then click OK. The first time you open up the spreadsheet, you'll likely see a security warning because macros are embedded within the spreadsheet, so you want to click on the Enable Content button. Next, I do recommend giving your spreadsheet a permanent name and permanent folder location. So I will go to the File menu and click on Save As, and I'll choose to call my spreadsheet simply just My Checkbook and click the Save button. As you start to review the spreadsheet, for example, visiting the first register, you will see sample transactions, and I do recommend that you clear those out. You do want to be careful, though, as you go to clear these out. So, for example, the balance column does have a formula, so if I click my cursor on one of those cells, I'll see the formula that's represented up here. So do not erase or clear the balance column. What I like to do is I'll click my cursor, for example, in that particular row, and I can use my mouse, hold down my mouse, and highlight over to the deposit column, but making sure I do not clear out the balance column. So after highlighting that section, I can hit the delete key on my keyboard to clear out those entries. Next, subcategory is another one that I'll want to clear out, but I want to be careful not to clear out the category or type columns. Those are also formulas. So strictly looking at the subcategory, I'll click on salary, hold down my mouse, and highlight through those sample subcategory entries, hit the delete key on my keyboard to clear out those. For starting balance, I might pick, which day of the month that I'd like to begin putting in my entries. I'll pick January 1st for 2024 starting balance, and maybe put in whatever that balance might be from a recent bank statement or from viewing my bank account online. Let's say it's $1,500. And then from here, I can start to put in actual entries, or if my bank supports the downloading of my transactions to a CSV file or Excel file, you can potentially just get that reformatted, cleaned up so it's got a similar column structure layout, and then copy and paste those. But if I want to do some manual entry, I'm now ready to start putting those in, and I can start to put in any sample entries. For example, perhaps a grocery store purchase that was for $176. And then subcategory, I can click and designate that this was a grocery purchase. Okay, so that's a really quick sample entry. And something else I probably want to do is start to personalize my checkbook. So, for example, checking account 1 is not very meaningful. So perhaps this is, my personal account. So maybe I'll label that. And the other thing I might want to do is start to rename the worksheets at the bottom. So instead of register 1, I'll do a right click and choose rename, and call this, the personal account. So again, probably something I'd want to repeat for the other spreadsheets that are here. Register 2, might right-click, rename that one, give that a new name up here, perhaps call that, joint account. And again, I probably want to clear out the sample entries, so I'm just going to be very careful to only go as far over as deposit with my mouse, hit the delete key to clear that out. Do the same with the subcategory, and but go ahead and specify whatever the correct starting balance is for whatever date I want to start on. In similar fashion, I probably would want to visit the reconcile page here and make sure that the register names that are reflected here make sense. So if your first one happens to be personal account, certainly that's already there, joint account, but just make sure that these are labeled in something meaningful to you, knowing that they do need to stay in this order, as in this is the first one, the second one, the third one, etc. Next, the permits, you'll probably want to visit the future transaction screen, put in entries that make sense to you if you choose to use that feature. Also, the card debt goal tracking screen, you'll probably want to erase the sample entries that are here, populate that with ones that make sense to you. And as you start to use the spreadsheet, you'll likely want to visit the category screen to make sure that these subcategories and categories make sense to the way that you'd like to track your spending. Okay, and that is a super quick walkthrough of just getting initially set up with a spreadsheet. I hope you enjoy.